quick physique update, man. This is what the physique is currently looking like. If you're looking to put on muscle, you're looking to get lean, looking to lose body fat, DM me or email me. I got you, fellas. Let's get it. You know what? Research today will tell you that testosterone amongst the men in this society, in this generation, are at an all-time low. And what they're saying is that every generation produces a weaker group of men because testosterone levels are constantly dropping each generation of men. That's why if you were to go look back at pictures of high school men from like the 70s and 80s, they look a lot older and a lot more masculine than the high school kids, same age, 14 to 18. The men back in the day were a lot more masculine looking. They had more square jaw lines. They had more developed facial hair, more bone, greater bone density, greater muscle development. They just looked more masculine. I could remember one time I was looking back at my dad's high school albums of him when he was in high school, photo albums, and they just looked more masculine. You understand what I'm saying? The men back then looked more masculine. And even today, when I look at my high school pictures and I look at the young guys who are growing up today, we looked more masculine. Now, I'm not saying that there are not guys who are obviously more developed and have facial hair and who, actually look manly. But what I'm saying is that as a whole, the group of guys in comparison to the group of guys of the yesteryears look less masculine than the guys. The guys today look less masculine than the guys of yesterday. And, I found that very interesting, and I just started to study because I'm not a medical professional or anything, but I've done a lot of studies on this, guys, and I've looked into this because I think it's very, very important, and it's really funny how it's not talked about. Nobody tells us as men how to improve our testosterone levels. We don't get taught that. We get taught things that are not going to help our testosterone levels, honestly, because there are a lot of things that they told us that were good for us that are not good for us, that have a drastic effect on our testosterone levels, and I will get to that later in this video. But I just think it's very funny how it's not talked about, and this is only information that you'll know if you research it, right? See, what testosterone is, guys, is it is the chemical that's responsible for men getting satisfaction and gratification out of competing and hard work. That's where you get gratification from. But unfortunately, because of the current setup and the current situation in society today, our testosterone levels as a whole aren't as high and aren't as optimal as they should be. So this is why you have a weaker version of men. This is why women today don't respect men the way that they once did. This is why men today are letting anything slide, and you have a fucking society full of yes men because your testosterone levels are not high enough, and you're not wanting the challenge of hard work and competition. Not only is testosterone responsible for muscle recruitment and muscle development and things like that, it's also responsible for the way your brain is geared to work, because everything is a drive. Your drive to work hard, your sex drive, same thing. If you're not there mentally, guess what? You won't do it. And this is why today women are out earning the men. Women are out earning us. Women are working harder than us. And in fact, a lot of men are turning into women. If you look around, you see a lot of men today carrying fucking purses, right? No shame. If that's what you do, that's what you do. But what I'm saying that is that we as men are accepting anything with no pushback. So when you have men like Kevin Samuels, when you have men like Andrew Tate who come to the forefront and say the things that they say, they get a lot of pushback because society is not used to seeing vocal, dominant, aggressive, assertive men. And whenever a man is like that, he's shamed for being, having toxic masculinity or for being misogynistic or anything like that, because society is used to soft ass men. That's what they have groomed. That's what they are growing, and that is what they cater to and tailor to. And this is what women usually end up marrying and dating. Anytime a man comes along who has a little bit of testosterone that is slightly higher than the average guy, it's a fucking problem. Now, if you look at guys who are successful, who are maybe, successful business owners, successful real estate agents, doctors, lawyers, guys who are high earning men who are successful and who are leaving a digital footprint behind and who are, making their presence known in society, is usually because they have a high testosterone level. And when your testosterone levels are high and optimal, you want to fucking compete. You want to compete. You don't complain about competing. You don't complain about, why aren't I able to do this? You find a way to get it fucking done. In life, there are going to be hella obstacles. But if you do not respond to those obstacles from a standpoint of wanting to overcome them by competing, chances are you have low testosterone levels. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's a bad thing if you don't do anything about it. But you have so many men who are yes men, because I'm telling you, your test levels are low. And it has a direct correlation with the way your brain responds to things and the way that you respond to what happens to you. And this is why when you look out in society today, you see a lot of men who have very, very beta personalities. I'm not going to call them beta. They just have beta personalities because their test levels are very, very low. Hence to why a lot of men don't want to work out. See, back in the day, men prided themselves off of lifting heavy fucking weights, going to the gym, finding ways to increase their masculinity. Today, guys just sit on the fucking couch, play video games, wear fucking man bags and man purses, whatever you want to call it, and have fucking man boobs. They got fucking titties and overweight and shit because they are drastically suffering from low test. And I'm telling you guys right now that boosting your testosterone levels will fix most problems that we have as men. You can't fucking get a hard dick probably because your test levels are low. You don't have desires to go to the gym and work out and build muscle probably because you have low testosterone. You don't have a desire to build anything and stick with it and leave a digital footprint in society because you probably have low testosterone levels. You have no desire to pursue women because you have low test levels. You have no desire to just compete as a man because you have low test levels. You have no energy. And it's very, very sad when you don't do anything about it. So here's what you can do. I'm gonna tell you some foods that you can stay away from, and then I'm gonna tell you other things you can do to really optimize your test levels. Dairy. I cannot preach this enough. I tell a lot of my friends who, eating fucking cake and ice cream and milkshakes all the fucking time that is destroying your test levels, because do you know what's in milk? Not to sound like a know-it-all, guys, but like I said, I've been studying this shit and I'm bringing you this information so that you can get better. There's all types of things in milk. You got pus. You have blood from the cow that is in the milk. You have all types of bacteria that are not good for the body. And the hormones that are in milk do not do well with the hormones in our body. So what it does is it pumps your body full of pus and mucus. And this is very estrogenic. Estrogenic meaning, let's just say it's chemicals that increase your estrogen levels. And when your estrogen levels increase, your testosterone levels lower, okay? And that's just what happens. Throws off your whole hormone, all your hormones are not balanced, which creates low test levels. Dairy does this. Dairy is a big culprit for creating low test levels in men. Another thing that's not good for you guys is sweets, drinking sodas, and all of this shit is full of sugar, which is bad for your testosterone, guys. Another thing that's bad for your testosterone, guys, is not working out. I tell you guys, you want to boost your testosterone, lift heavy weights and do fucking sprints. You're going to have higher testosterone levels over time if you continue to do this, right? These are just natural things that you can do to boost your test levels, right? Another thing that's bad for your testosterone, guys, is not getting enough sleep, when you're partying, when you're drinking alcohol, and you're out all the time, guys, that is bad for your testosterone levels. I told you guys, the party lifestyle and drinking and alcohol, that is for women. That is not for a man who is on his purpose and who is on his grind, right? But those are just a few things that I can name that I do know that are bad for your test levels and that are not going to be optimal for you to do. Another thing is drinking out of plastic bottles and microwaving food, because the chemical that the heat gives off the plastic when you microwave it, or the chemical that's in these plastic bottles that you drink on a daily basis, is also estrogenic and destroying your testosterone. Even the foods that we think is healthy, like the vegetables and shit, all the pesticides that are sprayed on it, guys, is bad for your testosterone levels. So what I'm saying is you have no choice but to boost your test levels. So let me tell you a way that you can boost it. Now, this is something that I take on a daily basis, guys. I am not getting any type of payment from this. It's not a company that I partner with or anything like this. This is literally something that you can go to the vitamin shop and grab, and this is going to help boost your testosterone levels by 100 to 200 fucking points, right? Long Jack Tonkat Ali, guys. This is a very, very potent herb. It's very, very good for men. Definitely if you're having problems in the bedroom where you cannot get an erection, Tonkat Ali is going to help that. You're going to be getting a hard dick throughout the day like you fucking 12 years old again, guys. Another thing Long Jack is optimal with and why it helps you is it helps you sleep better. This is what I've noticed from taking it. I mean, I got one pill left in here, guys. So you know I'm not cap. I got one pill. I'm gonna go re-up tomorrow. I got one pill left in this bottle, man. I've been taking these things, religiously, guys. Tonkat Ali is definitely great. It's also great for recruiting muscle. It's great for for going to the gym, guys. It's great for energy. Definitely Tonkat Ali. This is just one of the things that I had in my cabinet, and I thought I would show you guys. I don't know if you guys can see this, but definitely go to Vitamin Shop, or you can go to GNC and you can get you some Long Jack Tonkat Ali, guys. It helps with superior absorption. So the vitamins and things you're taking, like zinc, vitamin D, vitamin C, magnesium, all of these things that are also good for your testosterone. This is going to help your body better absorb those things so that you can feel more optimal with your test levels, guys. And it's all natural ingredients. There's no artificial ingredients. I didn't have any side effects. You're probably not going to get any side effects. This is natural. Another thing you can take is maca root. I also did a video on this a while ago, almost probably a year ago. I did a video on this, guys. And, black maca root is very, very good for hormonal balance in the body. When your hormones are balanced and when your hormones are not balanced, it will have an effect on your test levels. And I suggest that all men go get their test levels checked. You can go to your doctor, tell them you want to test your testosterone levels just to see where you are. That's also something good that you can do and that you can take. Now let's talk about TRT. TRT is testosterone replacement therapy, guys. Now, if you look in the mainstream and if you look at the average everyday person, they'll probably tell you that it's a steroid and you shouldn't take it. But listen, as many things and estrogenic things that we have in our foods and the things that we use on our bodies, lotions, deodorants, all of these things, you are doing yourself you're basically doing yourself a disservice by not thinking about and looking into TRT. I think every man over the age of 30 should probably look to take TRT. I'm probably going to start getting on some testosterone replacement therapy when I turn 32, 33 years old, guys. I got my test levels checked. They're pretty fucking high. And I knew they were high because, just my energy levels and the way I feel, the way I sleep, the way I do, and the way that I can, put on muscle, I can tell that my test levels are high. But I do know as you get older and after 30 that your testosterone levels do start to be on the decline. So if I were you, if I were a guy in my late 30s or in my 40s, or, I would definitely consider testosterone replacement therapy, guys. It's basically you go to the doctor, they check your test levels and they give you, supplemental testosterone and something that you can take. It's an injection, but it will help you feel like a fucking man again. And, I was talking to my friend the other day in the gym. He's 35 years old. He's been taking tests for 2 years. And he told me that he literally feels like night and day. He said he had low energy. he couldn't get an erection, he had low sex drive, and he just didn't have no desire to go to the gym. And he said he got tired of, you know, feeling like a bitch. He said he went to the doctor and got his test levels checked, and they were somewhere around 189 to 200 at 33 years old. That's practically a fucking woman, right? Because a young guy's testosterone levels will be anywhere from 900 to 1200, right? If you're a guy that's in your 30s, you'll probably be somewhere, if you have good testosterone levels and they're optimal, somewhere around 700 to 800, I'm assuming, right? Below that, at that age, it's not fucking good. You understand what I'm saying? And when you're pumping your body with all these estrogenic things, what do you think is going to happen? Right? And this is why I am an advocate for TRT. You know, call it steroids all the fuck you want. But steroids actually are beneficial when you do them right and take them at the proper age, because literally you're just adding to your body what you have lost over the years, which is not going to hurt you. Now, when you start overdoing it and taking, you know, past the dosage that you're supposed to take, that's when you get side effects and all those types of things. I've never taken, okay, that's a lie. I've taken tests before. And fuck, I didn't see any side effects from the shit. The only reason that I'm not doing it to the magnitude that I would like to is because my test levels are pretty good and I'm still young. You know, I'm only 30 years old, so I don't see the need to do it at this point. If I do feel that I need to do it, then I probably would try it and actually commit myself to getting on TRT. But right now I'm good. You understand what I'm saying, guys? And I haven't done anything that was injectable. I've just taken test boosters and things like that. I've never injected anything. But what I'm saying is that I don't like the stigma around testosterone, because it's looked upon like it's bad, like men shouldn't go get TRT. Remember what I'm saying, guys. Testosterone replacement treatment, TRT, ask your doctor about it. If you are a guy who feels like you're suffering from low test levels, go get it fixed. I've told you, we're about improving over here. Any way that we can improve, let's fucking improve. You know, they have all these bad stigmas around, you know, you shouldn't do steroids, you shouldn't get injections, you should just live. Well, that's why you have a lot of guys with man boobs and don't want to go to the fucking gym and can't fucking get a six pack because your test levels are low as fuck, right? So I just want to bring this video for awareness, guys. You know, I hope this video, you know, lights a fire under you to want to do research, to go check your test levels, find out anything that you didn't know about testosterone. I'm going to do more videos on testosterone because I think it's important. And I think when you just look around the world and you see why men are in the state that we're in today, it's because we suffer from low test levels. Men are not as vocal as they once were. Men are not as masculine as they once were. You know, men are not in shape as a whole as they once used to be. You know, why do you have 35-year-old men, 40-year-old men, you know, taking fucking Viagra? You understand what I'm saying? You know, we're thinking like women, just like how women be like, oh, I don't want to work out, I just want to go get a BBL. Like, you're getting on all these fucking drugs and shit that aren't healthy for you and looking for ways to get a hard dick when all you have to do is work out, cut back some fat, check in, go to the doctor and check on your test levels. See why your test levels are low. See what hormonal imbalances you have and fix those and correct those so that you can be more optimal as a man and literally live the life that you want. I feel great when I wake up and I go to the gym and I bust my ass on a back day or a leg day. And that's another thing that boosts your testosterone, guys. Training legs. Like, train your fucking legs. Like, that's the biggest muscle group in your body, right? That muscle is going to stimulate HGH, which is growth, human growth hormone. That's what it's going to stimulate, which is going to allow you to recruit more muscle. You're going to have more aggression. You're going to feel more masculine. You're going to have higher sex drives, guys. You know, these are just tips that I can give. These are things that I do. These are things that I have done in my life, and I actually see the results from doing these things. So I hope you guys got something from this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, man. Until next time, peace.